In today's video, I'm taking a look at a couple $1.99 Nintendo Switch eShop deals, and I'll give you my thoughts on whether they're good deals or not. Hang on, make sure to subscribe to the channel as I dive into some indie games from the eShop. So game publisher Simplicity Games reached out to me last month about a couple of games they recently published to the Nintendo Switch eShop. They wanted me to check it out and see what I honestly thought of them, and lo and behold, as I finally got around to them, both titles are currently at $1.99 on the eShop until May 12th. So I figured it'd be nice to do a little video on them and share my thoughts. Of course, as always with every review I do, opinions are my own. The first game I have for you is a game called Wizard Mike. This game normally retails for $6.99 on the eShop, and at first blush, you can tell it's an Angry Birds clone. So of course, I have my reservations, not because I don't care for Angry Birds. No, it's just typically these clones aren't nearly as good as those games were. With that said, the game is slightly different, it approaches it in a little bit of a different style, and I'll explain why in a moment. It's set up just like Angry Birds, in that you have a number of shots you can make to achieve the goal of defeating the enemies. The game relatively eases you into the game's mechanics and puzzles. There's different magical shot types and different environmental objects to use that the game introduces as you advance in levels. Again, similarities to Angry Birds. What the game does different is it approaches in more of a puzzle manner versus trying to destroy a bunch of objects on screen. Not to say that Angry Birds doesn't do that, but this game focuses more on completing levels in one or two well-placed shots. So you really have to time or aim your shot to solve the solution as quickly as possible. You'll end up going through levels pretty fast, usually between 5 to 10 seconds at a time, because most solutions are done via 1 to 2 shots. Anyway, I like puzzle games, and surprisingly I found myself playing this for way longer than I predicted, especially given my early apprehension to the game. It's not bad, I actually was liking this. That said, this game isn't going to set the world on fire. At $5.99, I don't know if it's really worth it, even with 300 levels in the game. At $1.99 though, if you like puzzle games, and again Angry Birds, or have a younger player in the household, then honestly, this isn't too shabby of a deal. I will add too, that I found the game to be a bit on the easy side, so that might actually sway you towards the game one way or another. But if you're looking for more of a challenging puzzler, I think you're going to have to dig really deep into the game to get to that point. Again, Wizard Mike, not too shabby of a deal, will interest some for sure, but the next one arguably is the better of the two. Robo Wars is a one-on-one 2D mech action game. It actually is quite fun for being such a small indie game. Again, like the previous game, this one normally retails for $6.99, but is currently on sale for $1.99 until May 12th. You pick your robot warrior, and you go through a series of levels of increasing difficulty to take down the opposing robots. You can jump, hover, shoot with your equipped weapon, while collecting power-ups and avoiding traps. This one's actually pretty addicting. I was into the combat, there's a strategy to the fights, and some can get really intense, especially when the field starts closing in on you. There is plenty of robots and weapons to unlock, as well as plenty of ways to upgrade your robots. There is actually some decent meat on the bone here for the game, to the point that this one is actually really worth mentioning as a game to pick up for the system. Oh, and there's a local 2-player mode too, where all the robots and weapons are unlocked, so you and a friend can duke it out from the onset without having to unlock everything. That's pretty sweet. This one for $1.99, I have to say, I highly recommend it. It's not too shabby at all, even at the normal price tag. But at $1.99, I have to say, get this. In a way, it reminds me a little bit of Custom Robo, which Nintendo really needs to make a new one in the series. Anyway, that's two $1.99 eShop deals that are currently available. Shout out to Simplicity Games for providing these games and being willing to subject it to some honest reviews. If you're looking for more eShop deals, well, you're in luck. I got a whole playlist on the channel that you can dive into to check out. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already a subscriber, then make sure to slap that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with any new video that goes live. That's all I have for today. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time.